Renting versus buying a one-bedroom in downtown Toronto. The building that we're going to be examining is 85 Queens Wharf. So let's talk about one of the biggest questions people ask me all the time. Should I keep renting, or does buying actually make more sense right now? Today, I'm breaking down a real apples-to-apples comparison for a one-bedroom condo at 85 Queens Wharf in downtown Toronto, as I just said. Renting versus purchasing the same type of unit using real numbers. I want to clarify, only consider buying something if you can envision yourself living there for a minimum of 5 to 7 years. If not, you should probably rent and have the flexibility of being able to go wherever you would like to go on the drop of a dime. If you are just starting a career downtown, for example, and know for a 100% fact that you'll be in that area for the timeline mentioned, then maybe consider purchasing. This is also not a sales pitch at all. I don't want it to come across as that. Do whatever you want and whatever makes the most sense for you in your specific situation. Before getting into all of the numbers, my name is Trey, folks, and I'm a realtor here in the city of Toronto and the GTA who loves helping dope people just like yourself buy, sell, and lease property here. So feel free to give me a shout by using that first link down below to see how we can work together. And if you think that you'll find value from videos just like this one, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's start with the rental option because I know this is where a lot of younger people are at right now. Here's what we're assuming. Our monthly rental payments are going to be $2,300 per month. There was a one bed, one bath unit around 530 square feet that just rented for this rate at the end of December / the beginning of this year. Utilities are $100 per month. Tenant insurance is $20 per month. And that brings our total monthly rental cost to $2,420 per month. So you can see that this is a pretty simple and predictable scenario. Now let's look at buying that same style one bedroom, one bathroom unit. We are going to start with a purchase price of $460,000. Again, this was a recent sale in the building, which took place over the past 20 days. Our down payment is going to be 20%, so $92,000. Mortgage amount is $368,000, and our mortgage rate is 4% for a 3-year fixed product amortized over 30 years. Using the Rate Hub mortgage calculator under the 20% down option, that gives us a monthly mortgage payment of about $1,750 per month. Now, let's layer in the real cost of home ownership so that we can see the full picture. Again, we have our mortgage at $1,757 per month, condo fees at $504 per month, utilities at $100, property taxes at $201 per month, and home insurance at $45 per month. That brings our total monthly cost to $2,670 per month to own the exact same unit. To put things into perspective, renting is $2,420 per month and buying gives us a monthly obligation of $2,607 per month. That's a difference of roughly $187 per month, which is not that much, and that's why I wanted to make this video today. I know that there might be people out there that will have objections to that 30-year amortization, but here's my honest take on why it's not as bad of an option as you may think. We know that it lowers your required monthly payment, and that's the biggest reason on why people would choose this option. Yes, the interest paid over the lifetime of the mortgage will be much higher if you don't do this next step, which is what I want you to really consider doing. You can make a lump sum payment to your mortgage every single year. Most lenders will allow anywhere from 10 to 20% prepayments annually, which goes directly towards the principal of your mortgage, lowering your overall amortization. So you can start at 30 years, but aggressively knock it down when bonuses, commissions, or extra cash comes in, drastically shortening the actual life of the mortgage. If you have savings at the end of the year equal to $2,000 to $2,500 and apply that to your mortgage, then you will turn that 30-year amortization into a 24.5-year or 25-year mortgage, saving yourself $52,000 in interest payments. If you can afford the additional $208 per month upfront, you can obviously consider the 25-year AM. But another thing is that you most likely won't even be in this property for the next 30 years. This is simply a stepping stone property to get your foot in the door. Again, that's if you plan on being in that specific area for that 5 to 7 year window. If you can't see yourself working and living in a specific area for the next 5 years, then rent and live your life that way. But both scenarios have pretty affordable monthly payments, which still allows you to make other investments in the stock market or wherever else you think you can get a good return. An argument I hear all the time is that people will say, I'll rent and invest the difference and come out ahead. And I mean, yes, on paper, that very much can be true. A ton of people do that and are financially successful. But the honest truth is that most people are not disciplined enough to consistently invest that full difference of $187 in the 30-year example, or $400 per month if you're choosing the 25-year example, every single month for years and years on end. Life happens, expenses pop up, money gets spent, and you don't have to be as diligent with your lifestyle when you're renting. When you purchase a place, your mortgage becomes a forced savings plan that you don't even have to think about. Every payment builds equity, pays down principal over time, and moves you closer to owning an asset that you may keep or may sell at the end of the day. The first 5 years of the mortgage is very, very heavy on the interest side of things, which is why, again, prepaying a certain amount each year is great, as it goes straight towards that principal amount. And hear me, there's no one size fits all answer, but now you actually have the numbers to decide what makes sense for you and your specific situation. If you want a breakdown based on your income, down payment, and your own specific goals, please reach out to me at any time. I'll see you guys at the next one.